Guys, this is the 300th video on this channel. Let's go. I'm so incredibly hyped about it. Thanks to you guys, I found something that I can really pour all of my passion into, and I can see it grow day by day. I hope that I can continue to express my gratitude to you guys by giving back. So please, before I start this video, anything you want to see in this channel, any sort of music production breakdowns, or anything else music production related, let me know in the comment section down below. I read and reply to every single comment, and I might even make a video about the topic that you mentioned. So please let me know. Well, I feel like it's been a while since I've talked about music marketing and promo, and my song Go Sick is almost at 30,000 plays now. It has been my most successful song as of yet, and I wanted to give you a transparent view of really how this happened. So maybe you can learn a little bit about my journey and you can implement some of these techniques for yourself. Because from the music that I've heard from you guys are insanely talented, but you seem to be waiting for the right moment to publish your new music or submit your new DJ set or perform a live gig. You guys are always waiting for the right moment. And for Go Sick, I didn't think twice before publishing that song, but I had a strategy behind the release. So let me break it down, and like I said, hopefully maybe it will share some insight into some new techniques to help you get success for your next release. Okay, so first of all, Go Sick is released with my record label Gecko Court. So I'll have a lot of insight on the actual marketing strategy because that was my own team. And really, I think the days of pre-saves are dead. I'm not saying that pre-saves are the worst thing. Now I'm really just getting straight into it here. Pre-saves are great, but what's more important is day one streams and week one streams and month one streams. And you don't want to get 100 people to pre-save your song only for them to not like it when it drops. You want people interested and people that want to play your whole song, but only once the song is actually there. So we really allocate budget to day one release and any near post-release material such as a music video or a minimum viable video, which could be just a video on YouTube with the song playing with a visualizer that you can create for free in Z Game Visualizer inside of FL Studio, for example. Those things can do numbers because they have the potential to go viral if your music is good. And really the key there is not just to submit your song on Spotify and call it a day. So you might be working with a distributor like DistroKid, for example, CD Baby. You'll put your song out there and you'll tell your friends and you'll put it on your Instagram story. But beyond that, you're kind of just crossing your fingers and hoping that Spotify will boost your song. By the way, I'm talking about Spotify here, but it kind of goes hand in hand with Apple Music, with Amazon, with Deezer, Tidal, all of that. But I have the most expertise with Spotify. And I've also seen that new audiences tend to latch onto music faster on Spotify. However, like I said, that's not really where we need to be shooting bullseye straight away because people go from other platforms to Spotify. So if I find a nice song on YouTube or SoundCloud, I'll try to find it on Spotify. And that's kind of the thinking we have here. So day one, obviously we release our song to all DSPs, but also on SoundCloud and on YouTube. And we push the SoundCloud and YouTube and Instagram Reels as well. Because it's you have to remember there's a funnel, right? You have to push for reach. Reach turns into views. And then the more retention from the views is the more the algorithm will try to push it to get more reach. And from that, you'll get saves and playlist ads. And so really what we want to be tracking on Spotify is playlist ads and saves, not just streams. Because streams can come one day and the next day you'll have no streams. But playlist ads are new listeners that are actively trying to save your song and listen to it again and again and again. So if you have the Spotify for Artists app, you can switch your tracking to playlist ads and really see what is performing well, because the streams don't tell you that much. You could be running a great playlist promotion, your song blows up, once the promotion is done, it goes back down. And I'm sort of seeing that with Go Sick because we went heavy on playlist promotion, but it also helped get the playlist ads up, which is, the individual user created playlists. And that's key right there. You want to get into as many user created playlists as possible. That is, some random dude at a house party was creating a house music playlist, private one, and he added your song in there. He maybe will play that once per week, but he'll play that once per week for the foreseeable future. And people might hear that when he's playing that on a speaker and they'll think, what is happening here? And that's when you'll see your Shazamming go up and all of that. Like I said, it's best to track playlist ads and saves. You'll see as well that with like things like bots, you'll see a lot of streams, but you won't see many playlist ads or saves, even though they're getting more sophisticated, so it'll be hard to tell. Now, if you don't have much expertise in boost posting or just like advertising, it's honestly a lot more simple than you think to start, but then the fine details, it'll take years to get used to really perfecting your promotion strategies on social medias. But you can simply start by creating a very short reel with your song. You can publish it day one of release. Just go on the Instagram for web. And you want to do that because if you do it on your phone, it's going to charge you, I think, an extra 20 or 30% Apple fee if you are an Apple user. So go on your web browser. It can be on a Mac, but it just won't charge you the extra percent. And you simply boost the post, follow the steps. I have actually created a guide that I will link in the description down below. It's just a simple PDF file with step-by-step instructions on how to target your boosted post. And it includes my recommendations, one of which is like, don't include countries that tend to have a lot of bots, which is unfortunate because there's great music listeners over there and we are preventing them from listening to our music by doing this. Yes, but the algorithm's not smart enough to differentiate bots from real users. So when an algorithm senses that there is great activity happening somewhere, it'll put all of its attention into there. It doesn't know they're bots, so they're gonna put more money into pushing the ad to the bots, and there goes your money. Does that make any sense? Because of the bots, we have to just, unless you want to waste your money, just fine by me, I guess. But that's when you'll see your streams go up and then sharply down when your boosting is done. What is also very important, and this kind of is really what helped Go Sick go crazy, artist and brand investment. Obviously, me, Marigold, on this YouTube channel and on my Instagram, I have a decent following and I have quite a strong brand image. And because of that, I've been able to collaborate through this promotion with people. They've put me in their playlists. Unfortunately, yes, they saw my YouTube channel, they saw my Instagram, and it said, okay, this is a cool guy to collaborate with. Let's do that. But having your presence there as an artist and having a brand and pushing that, finding new followers and really gaining an influence, it allows you to collaborate with bigger and bigger people. It's as simple as that. It's unfortunate it works like that. Like, it's very social proof type industry. Big industry players only want to collaborate with people that can guarantee them a result, which is numbers. And if you have a lot of listeners, that's numbers for them. Invest into your brand at the same time that your song is releasing. That means don't post a video on your story of your new song, because who's that video gonna go to? Like, the story only goes to the people that are already following you. So I think story is almost useless unless you have more than 1,000 active followers, which, how are you gonna get those followers? It's through reels. So you wanna have at least 2 to 3 reels ready day one of release. You wanna put 2 reels out on day one and a third maybe the next day or the day after that. And even if nothing is hitting, continue, because eventually something will hit. And so here are some of the numbers of the reels and videos that were attributed to Go Sick, as well as a music video, which did pretty well. These numbers add up and you can really see where these streams came from. Because in all of this content, there's either links or comments pinning where they can find this song. And then here's the stats on Spotify. You can see the playlist ads. In total, I would say for Go Sick, like if I were really to break it down, around £150 went into the promotion of this. Some of it is directly into the song, some of it is into Marigold as a brand, and some of it was into our in-house playlists, which are right here. And by the way, I want to get your music featured on these playlists as well. So I have a submission, which is also linked in the description down below. Put your stuff in there, link your song if it's fire, if it's relevant to the playlist, I'll make sure to add it in there. But yeah, these playlists as well are boosting the numbers. And then there's the Spotify algorithm, which is, it's really simple. Spotify's algorithm is all about the popularity score. This is a number on Spotify that you can track per release and per artist. It's kind of, well, it's exactly like this. It's on screen. I don't know if I'm going to be able to memorize it and say it properly, but it's amount of streams within a certain amount of time. So the velocity of new streams, and the higher the number, the quicker, the better. So that's the formula, which is why pre-saves don't really affect that. It's just day one streams and week one streams really that affect that. When you have a lot of day one, day two, day three streams, the second week, you're gonna get onto Release Radar and Discover Weekly. If your song goes crazy on Release Radar and on Discover Weekly, the next week you'll be on more Discover Weekly. After that, you're going to be added onto radios, which is just the random algorithm association playlists of Spotify. So for example, there's an artist that makes similar music to yours, your music is going to be added into their radio. So if artists are listening to their music and they click on the radio, you might come up in there. So it's kind of similar to YouTube, where the algorithm is just trying out your music. If it goes well, it'll try it out more. If that goes well, it will try it out more. So that's why if the first week of your release or the second week even, you're not putting effort into promoting it, you can't expect it to take off in week 3 or week 4. It's really about velocity from release day. So you want to have your videos and your reels ready before your release. This is why in the music industry, we schedule releases at least 3 to 4, 5 weeks sometimes in advance. So we have plenty of time to organize everything, get the video content ready, and go hard on release day. We plan and schedule everything. I mean, that's common sense, but even as an individual artist, if you are distributing your music yourself, you gotta handle that too. There's no manager for you that does that for you, you know? I got a little bit serious there for a second, but you know, I'm just being honest about the ways that I was able to get Go Sick to the numbers that it's at right now. And it's been an incredible journey. Like I said, my most popular song as of yet, and I learned a lot from it as well. I'm releasing new music again very soon. I'll be implementing the exact same strategies. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. At the end of the day, you might really like the song you've made, but if it's not hitting with the audiences, it might just not be good enough. And that's okay. It seriously is. It's art. You know, not everyone's gonna like it, but this is an industry where numbers matter. Just keep going and take initiative and accountability. Plan your releases in advance, get your content ready, and go hard on release day. Forget about pre-saves. Don't put any money into getting pre-saves. Instead, just put money into release day. And if you don't have the money to spend, go super hard on the social media content, because instead of boosting your posts, you can just create more posts. And don't be scared to recycle ideas. You can recycle ideas and just try to change small things about them. You can do the same concept multiple times if it's working out well, especially on Instagram and TikTok, because on Instagram, you don't even have to have your reels show up on your post feed. So if you want your whole profile to look nice, just hide the reel from your main grid and it's just going to be hidden in reels. So you can spam. It's all right. Like, they did that on purpose, you know. Needless to say, everything you post on Instagram got to go on YouTube Shorts and TikTok as well. I know it's annoying, but what works on Instagram might not work on YouTube. It might not work on TikTok, but vice versa. I've had reels that did nothing on Instagram and blew up on YouTube, which made no sense because they're the exact same. But the type of viewers that are between these platforms are ever so slightly different. So that's another thing to remember. It's really easy, because one piece of content is technically 3 pieces of content. So if you have 3, that's 9 videos because of the 3 separate platforms and the way the audiences engage with them. It'll come with practice, but that's why do the content, do it on day 1, see how it performs, and do more. Well guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and I really hope you've been enjoying this journey of this YouTube channel. Like I said in the beginning, let me know what you want to watch. I know you're still watching this video right now, so comment a banana emoji so that I know you watched it till the end. Peace out, and I'll see you in the next video.